You're watching Drakewing Gaming. Enjoy the video.
Hey guys and gals, Nary here from Drakewing Gaming, a civvy man on Twitter, the Gaming Drag. Today I'm coming back at you with a Let's Play episode of Undefeated. So yeah, before we jump into it, just wanted to let y'all know that our Patreon is now up for as little as $5. Y'all can help support the channel and get exclusive rewards like Discord access, and access to our future upcoming Not Safe for Work videos. Anyway, y'all, let's go ahead and jump right back in. Alarm chain, you were up, and let's go. Alright. Redline stops chattering, ears folding back and tail drooping as he starts looking anywhere else. There doesn't seem to be a table that's not a total mess and has two spaces next to each other. He takes a second, then sighs. Oh, sure. And just like that, he's deflated. Redline makes sure to sit at the far end of the table, away from the group of friends, who all manage to look at Redline, then mumble something under their breath. He starts picking at his food, a 3-egg omelet which was downgraded from a 4-egg omelet about 2 weeks ago. Thinking about budget cuts, Redline seemed a little disappointed at the time. He also usually scarfs it down, so it probably didn't take too much of a difference to him in regards to taste. Still, it's weird seeing him eat slowly. Something up? Oh, sorry, no, just thinking about stuff. Stuff? Yeah. Like, what stuff? Not really sure why I bother with the follow-up questions. It's just usually it leads to more chattering. But Redline takes a pause. It's, kinda stupid. Okay. I usually assume that means the end of the conversation, but Redline continues. I haven't gotten a fight in a long while. Like, a few months before you came down here, I'm starting to get worried they'll fire me. I mean, wouldn't that void your contract? Huh? Your contract. If they fire you, you're not in any trouble or anything. That's only if you quit. Right, that makes sense. Right, so I wouldn't worry about it. Yeah, you're right, sorry. Nothing to be sorry for. Is that all you're worried about? He pauses halfway through his bite of omelet and nods. I guess so. Maybe they're scared I'll win too quickly. A smile creeps across his face, and I can see his tail wagging. Finally, he's back to normal, which means more conversation. Or at least it would if someone did start speaking with a microphone. Attention everyone! A cacophony of boos and cheers before the crowd quiets down. I hope we're all enjoying the breakfast this morning. As you all know, it's mail day. Another set of cheers, and it's finally when I notice a massive table behind Theodore. Stacks of packages, bags of envelopes, with a few staff workers all still trying to organize everything. But first, we have some announcements to share. There have been some last-minute changes to the fights coming up. Please listen closely to the updated matches. First off, due to unforeseen circumstances, David will be unable to take his match against Jesse. Jesse's fight will now be with Redline, taking place on the 8th. I turn to look at Redline, who looks shocked, to say the least. The group next to us also looks at him, but I'm not sure if he notices. Oh! There's a few spare cheers that stick out above the sound of the crowd talking, but Theodore rambles on to talk about the other fights coming up. That's good. Redline spaces out, looking at his breakfast, muttering quietly. Jesse, he's the Puma, I think. Yes, he's the Puma. Broad shoulders, thick build, plain coloring. Redline? I swear he was middleweight, or did that change? There's like 3 Pumas down here, and they all have J names. Redline. Oh, sorry. What's up? Nothing. Are you okay? Yep, better than okay. I'm pumped. I'm gonna tell Bucky the good news after breakfast. Redline goes on to talk about Jesse and all his whole fight history that he somehow managed to recall. Apparently he's a little heavier than us, but around the same height. Good to know for him, I guess. After a few more announcements, Theodore clears his throat. And a few more things. He pulls out a little cue card. First up, the Fang's policy on vacation days is being changed. Furthermore, due to recent events, Fang has made the decision to restrict social media usage in our facility network. Those changes are made to help facilitate a more focused growth for our fighters. For more details, please review the updated policy that has been sent to your emails. The crowd's confused silence grows to more general complaints, and before it can get too out of hand, Theodore has already trotted away and out the door. Dude, this is bullshit. What the fuck? First change highlighted. We're only getting 1 vacation day per win now? It's bad enough that our pay per fight got halved a few months ago, and now this? And dude, look at this list of blocked sites. Redline draws my attention. He's already pulled out his phone. He's listing off the list of blocked websites. I barely use social media as it is, but some of these sites make no sense. Let's see. Second, y'all. It is water time. It's not just the social media feeds. It's like everything. Streaming sites, video sites, even Headkick is on here. Like, all that's left are some search engines and, I don't know, texting? Calling? They really want us cut off from most of the world, huh? Headkick is probably the one site that everyone down here is familiar with. If that's gone, then... Wait. Is this my fault? What's up? I used head kick and accidentally broke my contract. The commissioner said he had to work hard to get that cleared up. Maybe this is just... Zan, you okay? Huh? I don't know. I feel like I caused this. What, like, you made them ban all social media? Come on, dude, there's no way. I shake my head. I don't know, man. I met with the commissioner. Oh, yeah? The commissioner? How was he? Or, what was he like? He was... intense. I explained my interaction with Commissioner Redline, who only seems to get increasingly concerned. That... Okay, maybe you did cause all this. It's not very helpful. I mean, it's not a good sign, but, like, we can never really know what the reasoning was. Maybe it really is just to, keep us from getting distracted or whatever. Didn't Theodore say something about recent events? What else could that be about? The group of Redline's friends next to us look our way and start chattering. Something about the social media stuff. Maybe we should talk about this later. Sure. Some other staff member picks up the mic and starts reading off the instructions on how to pick up mail. They go alphabetically by last name. Some others... by last name. They call G, and Redline goes up. Hey! Mine's not for a while, and I doubt they'll have any, so... Hello? What's your name? Alan? What's your name, Alan? What's your name, Alan? I turn my head to see who they're talking to. What was that you were saying earlier, about the commissioner? He's talking to me. Nothing you need to worry about. Because it sounded like you're the reason we can't use the internet anymore. The way he talks sounds like he's trying to intimidate me. I've seen him in class, and he's not really worth the energy. I try to remain silent and hope he goes away. But I hope that kind of shit doesn't spread to other people. Okay. Because I know some guys down here are going to be way more pissed than we are. I don't even turn to face the guy, and he's still talking. Get a fucking life. Redline strolls back, carrying 3 large boxes stacked on top of each other. They drop down next to the table, and he pulls the first one up in front of him. Jesus. See? Like Solstice Morning. The box flips open, and he finds an envelope on top. Oh, from my sister. He tears the envelope, trying to pull the letter out, then crumbles that up and starts reading the letter. Sup, loser? Here's the rest of... Lahaina falters, then his ears lower. His eyes scan across the letter for a second, then he folds it in half and sets it under the box. Well, let's crack this bad boy open. A few layers of bubble wrap, and he pulls out a large rectangular wooden box. Oh, dude! My fight stick! What the hell is a fight stick? Some sort of joystick on one side and a bunch of buttons on the other side. He starts fiddling with it. It's a controller for Tales of Fury. It takes up a lot more space than my regular controller, so I couldn't bring it with me. Right. Now, where are you planning to store it? He looks down at the controller, then to the 3 large boxes, and his ears fold. Right, I'm sure I'll make it work. It'll be a little tight. Oh, but I'll make sure it stays off your side of the room. It'll be fine. He digs through the box a bit more, finding some clothes and photo albums. Oh, this is my high school art portfolio. Jesus! It flips open, revealing a few pages littered with photographs. I can't really make them out from this angle, but they look rather artsy. Good God, this is so embarrassing. I tried to make this a portfolio for an application to art school. Can you believe I thought some of this was good? He spits out a laugh, but it tapers off after a second. More pages flip by, but Redline just stares at them wistfully. The book closes, and Redline holds his temple. He looks tired. Hey. Bruce's voice sends both of us sitting up straight. He speaks so suddenly, so piercing the noise of the crowd around us. Can I talk to you guys? I need you to come with me for a second. I'm eating. Okay. I can go. Redline and Bruce get up, heading back toward the table stacked with mail. I'm not really that hungry. I just don't want to deal with Bruce. He's still in my mind after last night. Second, y'all. Water time. Redline's letter from his family is peeking out from under the box. Should I read it? Let's see. It'll be a short read. He's busy with Bruce. I reach across the table and pull the letter out from under the box. What's up, loser? Here's the rest of your garbage. Mom threw it all out, but I managed to salvage what I could find. I figured I couldn't send your guitar down, so I'm hanging on to it until you can come back and sing us some more tunes. The house is looking pretty empty now that it's all packed up, but you were the last one of us still kicking around, so it's officially an empty nest. Orlando says he misses you. Vincent, Ian, and I don't at all. Blake and Grant went radio silent a few months back, but they're always pretty quiet. They'll turn up eventually. I'm sure Mom and Dad miss you, too. I get it if you don't even want to see them. I'm still hoping they'll return around. Dad still watches the fights, but I think that's just the good old Gray Fang blood, right? At least we got some good genes from Grandma and Grandpa. We're tough as hell, and we can all do that folding thing with our tongue. But I still don't get how you boys keep your fur so shiny. Are you sure you weren't adopted? Stay safe down there, all right? The only ones allowed to beat your ass are us. Eve. They threw out his stuff? His controller, his clothes, his guitar, his photography books. I fold the paper and place it back under the box. At least his sister sounds nice. What's with his parents? Redline talks about them like he loved them. The way Eve phrased it, it sounds like they don't share the same feeling. I start flipping through the photo album absent-mindedly. He let me look through it with him a minute ago. It should be fine. The first few pages are pretty artsy. Flowers, city streets, beaches, a lot of landscape work. It looks nice, I guess? I don't know much about art, but it seems serviceable. The kind of thing I'd see in a furniture store display. Or maybe the placeholder photo that they put in a picture frames before you buy them. After a few pages, I start to see some actual people. Probably some candid shots. People in high school hallway. People walking around on the sidewalk. A bunch of sporting events. I recognize a few of these people. I think that's Orlando. Looks like he's doing some sort of speech. That's probably his sister doing something in some martial arts. And then... Wait. I assume these are his parents, Ryan and, Clark. She seems to be helping him fix his tie. I've seen them both before in that family photo Redline showed me, but this looks much less fabricated. They both look almost familiar, but I'm not sure why. His mom looks like Redline, but older. His dad? Something about him makes me anxious, even if it's just a candid photo. I flip the photo over. Someone's written, Dad can never figure out getting his tie on right on it. They look nice. It's hard to believe these same people wanted to throw out their son's stuff. I slide the photo back into its place and close the book before anyone notices. Eventually, Redline and Bruce come charging in through the side door. His mood seems totally different. Sander, dude, come check this out! He turns quickly, immediately face-planting into Bruce's solid body. Hey, I thought you were waiting outside. Nope, let me help you with your boxes. Redline grabs a box on the table, crumpling up the letter and shoving it in his pocket. Bruce bends down and lifts the other two up, carrying one under each arm. They leave, and I take care of our trays before following them to the hallway. Ta-da! They're standing in front of a little handcart. It's got a big bag of packages and a few dozen boxes of various sizes stacked haphazardly across it. What is this? Bruce's fan mail. He's giving it to us. He looks proud. I don't want it. Come on, Zan. It'll give you something to open. It ain't solstice if someone can't open a box. It's not solstice. And why would I want to read letters about how much people love you? Can't they just send that shit in an email? He rolls his eyes. It's mostly promotional material. Gift cards and hats and shit. I don't want it. Figured you two would. Redline bounces with excitement. Second, now. I might get a new water bottle! There's definitely a water bottle somewhere in here. These fuckers want me to do brand deals left and right. I don't know what's so exciting. I got a water bottle when I signed my Fang contract. It wasn't even that good. Whatever, I don't know if we'll have the space for this kind of stuff in our room. I'll store the leftover junk in my room. It's no problem. Bruce looks cool and calm, but I can see his fingers tapping the railing. Looks like he's anxious for something. Fine, but you're carrying the cart up the stairs. Okay. We have elevators. That works too. We take the elevator up. Then Bruce rolls the cart down the hallway with Redline sitting on the front, chatting away about something. Eventually we get to our room, with the cart barely squeezing inside. These rooms get smaller, I swear. I don't think it counts since you're like 9 feet tall. Yeah, that checks out. He chucks a box at Redline, who barely manages to catch it and starts to tear it open. Bruce drops onto the foot of my bed next to me. Isn't opening someone else's mail some kind of federal offense? I won't sue, this time. Now gracious, why are you giving us your garbage? Can a guy do something nice for his BFF? Best fighter forever? Bruce lowers his voice. And you know, maybe I feel like you deserve a break. A bunch of gifts isn't a break. Well, it's the closest I got, you want it or not. Zan, there's 2 water bottles in this one. 2? Both Redline and Bruce look at me, one with genuine surprise and one with feigned excitement. Guess I could use a better water bottle. Fine. Redline tosses a box at me, and Bruce, spouting off some facts about his favorite water bottle they used before we came down here. We spend the next hour or so cracking open boxes, checking out all the brand deals vying for Bruce's attention. Koozies, what the fuck is a koozie? Koozies, protein powder, hats, sweat towels. I get all this shit for free in Fang anyway. You guys will too once you get to Tier 3. Once we get to. Speaking like that's an option for me. After getting through the boxes, Redline, now clad in an unreasonable amount of free branded t-shirts, pulls up the bag of mail, ripping open an envelope. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and pause it right there. Thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell. Leave a super thanks or a tip if you can. It always helps. Until the next video, I love you all. I'll see y'all next time. Don't forget to check out that Patreon, y'all. Bye-bye!